So let's start the tour, and yes, that is my cat Cece in the background. So this is what you see when you first open the template. We have our little welcome section here, starting off with this adorable little banner that I designed in both Canva and Photoshop. I absolutely love the cozy browns and the textured background and the coffee beans and just the whole vibe of it. So I also have this banner available as a free Canva template, so if you want to use this design but change out the text here or maybe the images, then you can do that, and I'll have that linked down below. So you can of course keep this cover, but if you want to change it, all you have to do is mouse over the cover and then click on change cover, and then just go to upload, and then upload your file right from your desktop. I put this really cute little bear emoji here. You can change this if you want by just clicking on it, and then you could either select an emoji or an icon, or you can upload your own image. You can also upload a GIF if you want to have a moving icon instead. And then getting down into the little welcome section that we have here. So of course we have a little time widget, we have a calendar widget. You can click on these arrows to change the month. And then we have a couple little sections here in the middle. We have a section for important links, so of course you could change these out with whatever you want. If you're a student, you could put links to like where you submit your assignments or your syllabus or things like that. So by default, I do have the link to my blog post about this template. This is where you're going to find this video tutorial, a link to the templates for the banners and all of the widgets that I did for this template. So basically everything you need is going to be in that blog post. So if you ever want to go back to it, if you need a refresher, it's right there for you. And then the second link is a link to my library of all of my free Notion templates, widgets, all the things. So that's there too if you want to check that out. And then below that section, we have a little notes section, we have a reminders section, and then next to it, this is one of my favorite parts about this Notion template. We have this really cute little product collage that I made. So this is meant to be a little wish list section, just like of some things I've been eyeing, of course with a cozy brown theme to match the template. You could also use the sections here to add the links to these items. So I also have this collage as a free Canva template, so you can switch things out with your own items if you want. But that is everything in the welcome section, so let's go ahead and move on to the weekly to-do section. Okay, this is the weekly to-do section. It's really very simple and straightforward. We just have a section for each day of the week with a few to-do list checkmark boxes underneath. So of course you can just click any of these boxes to check an item off. And then of course you can swap out these icons here if you want to. So all you have to do for that is click on it, and then you can choose an emoji, an icon, or upload your own image. And then if you want to add another checkbox, all you have to do is click on the end of a line here and then press enter. And then so it automatically made it black, and for this template I want everything to be brown, so I'm going to show you how to change the color of the text here. So all you have to do is mouse over kind of on the left side of it, and you're going to see this little icon with the little dots. So just go ahead and click on it, and then this menu is going to pop up. So go ahead to color, and then underneath text color, go to brown text, and then that's going to turn it brown so that it matches the rest of the template. And then I also included a little section for some weekly goals if you want to include that in there. But that is everything in the weekly to-do section. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is the mood board. So this is the mood board section, also a very simple section, but really cute, very clean. So I just have a few cute images from Pinterest that kind of match the vibe for this template. So very brown, very cozy, lots of coffee. And then if you want to replace any of these images with your own, all you have to do is mouse over one and then click this little icon up here that says more. And then you're going to go down and click replace and then upload file. And then you're going to upload your file right from your desktop. And then the other thing you can do here to customize is you can adjust the sizing of images and the spacing. So if you mouse over an image, you're going to see this little handlebar, which you can click and drag to adjust the size. And then to adjust spacing, mouse over kind of in between images, and you're going to see this long bar. So go ahead and click and drag that to adjust sizing and spacing. If you want to delete one of these images, all you have to do is mouse over it, and then again, click on this little more icon at the top, and then go down and click on delete. And then if you want to add an image to this section, all you have to do is mouse over a blank area in the template and then find this little plus icon, and then you're going to have this menu come up. So go ahead and click on image, and then from there you're going to see this menu, so click upload file, and then from here you can select the image that you want to upload. Okay, that's the mood board section. So next up is the weekly schedule. Here is our weekly schedule. We have slots for each day of the week. Those are going to be your columns here, and then your rows are for the times. So by default, I just put time blocks for 7 a.m. through 7 p.m., but of course you can change these to whatever times you want. You can also change them to go by every 15 minutes, every half hour, really whatever works for you. And then just a fun little detail that I really like, I added the clock emojis that correspond to the time here, which I think is really cute. And then another fun little touch I added is, if you'll notice, I have these little weather icons by the days of the week at the top here. So this is meant to indicate what the weather will be like on that day. So if you're planning your week before the week actually begins, you can put the weather in here so you know what the weather's going to be each day. And then to change the little weather icons, all you have to do is click on them, and then you're going to have this menu pop up. So again, click on the weather icon, and then you're going to have the icons menu pop up. So then you can just click on any of these icons here, and then it'll change it to that icon. So of course you can just type in any of these boxes here to add something to your schedule. And then if you want to clear your schedule for a new week, all you have to do is click this clear table button at the bottom, and then that is going to completely reset your schedule and make it blank so you can start planning for the next week. If you want to add a new row to have another time block, all you have to do is click on new page, and then you could input the time here. And then to add the little clock icon, all I'm going to do is click on this little icon here, and then search for the icon that I want, and then just click on it to add it. So that is our weekly schedule section. Let's move on to the final section of this Notion template, which is going to be our reading tracker. For the final section, we have this adorable little reading tracker, so I'm going to break down everything in here and how you can use it. So first we have this really cute little Polaroid widget that I put together in Canva, and I also have this available as a free template, so if you want to use this but switch out the image, you can. And that will also be linked down below, along with the link to this Notion template and the other widget templates. But as for the actual reading tracker, we have 4 columns here, so we have one for the title of the book. To edit this, all you have to do is click on it and then type. And then same thing to edit this column. This is the author column. This column is for the status. So right now the status options that I have are read and TBR. So if we click on one of these boxes here, we can change the status. And then this last column is for the rating. And then if you want to change the rating for a book, same thing, you're just going to click on it and then just select from the rating list. So if you want to add a new option under status or rating or any other similar column that you create, all you have to do is click on one of the boxes and then just start typing. So I'm going to do wish list and press enter. And then to change the color of this, I'm just going to click on it and then mouse over it and click on the 3 little dots all the way at the right. And then from the menu that comes up, just choose the color that we want. If you want to add another row, all you have to do is click on new page here at the bottom and then just type in your book title, and then same steps as the weekly schedule. So from there you can choose an icon and then fill out the rest of the rows. If you want to change any of the categories up top where it says title, author, etc., all you have to do is click on one of them, and then in this little box here, you're just going to type in what you want it to be. And then this category that's all the way on the left here with the book titles, if you mouse over any of them and then click on open, they each have their own page. So if you want to add more notes or information about the book in here, you can do that. And then of course, if you want to completely clear this table and start fresh, all you have to do is click this clear table button down here. And then that is the reading tracker.